Okay, so today we have Roxy, the boxer. She's a young boxer. Here, she's a pretty green dog. She's a very well-behaved dog, but she's never officially learned the place command. She was introduced to it as like an 8-week-old puppy, like the basics of it, but was never fully trained on it. So today we're going to show you how to train a green dog, which means a dog that doesn't know it at all yet. How to do place. She's a very sound dog, very confident dog. She's not fearful. She doesn't have any behavior issues or any separation anxieties. So it should be a pretty easy, smooth dog to show you how this goes on. Other dogs that do have separation anxiety or are fearful tend to not want to step up on the bed, and you have to do different things to try to get them even on the bed, but obviously she already got on it. She's going to be an easy one, but I'm going to show you how to use leash pressure. She has a Herm Sprenger pollen collar on right now, and I'll show you how we start guiding with food into the place position. At first, I won't use the word place since she doesn't know it, so I don't want to say it and then she doesn't do it. Then we're teaching her that the word place means do something else. So we want to make sure that she's actually getting into place before we introduce the word. Break. So right here, we'll guide her on it using body pressure, a little bit of leash pressure up, and then a little bit of food to hopefully go down. Leash up again, down. Try to get it to chill down here. Sometimes food can help, sometimes it can hinder. Right there. Good. And then take her off. We don't need her to stay there for any amount of time. We just need her to learn that this command is getting onto the placemat and lying down. So we'll keep helping her out as much as we need to. Especially in these early stages, help her to sit and help her to go down. Down's usually the harder of it. Get that butt down again. It's easier when the butt's down. I'm luring her, trying to lure her away, lure her into. And as soon as those elbows go down, that's when she gets the treat. Good. And the treat. Good job. Good girl. Break. Good girl. So we'll do this as many times as we need to until we see really smoothly that she's getting into this. Good. And going into the down. Getting faster. Wait till she's all the way elbows down. Good. Before I give that treat. I'm staying down with her just to kind of not make her pop right back up. I'm using body spatial pressure. Break. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Okay, same thing. She's going up there without leash guidance right now. Good. When she gets all the way down, she's getting that cookie. Give her a chance to eat it. Break. Good girl. Good girl. Make sure she gets all the way off so you have the opportunity to get her all the way back on again. Right here. See if we can get her down without a cookie. Good. So I gotta do it without a cookie that time, which is important because we want her to really get in there and lay down. Break. So this is a really easy dog, like super easy. A lot of dogs don't get it this quick, and you're having to do a lot more guidance to get them to get into that down. So I'm trying to help her a little less, let her figure it out. Good. So try to get her down. She's popped up a little too much. The food's kind of making her pop up. I haven't given it yet. Good. Good girl. few more reps probably, and then we'll actually start staying in place as we get her on the mat. Plate, well, not yet. Get her all the way down. Put a little leash pressure on the down now. Sometimes that pops the butt up, help with food. Good girl, good. Break. Good girl. Get her in there again. Try to offer a little more leash pressure now to get her to go into the down with leash pressure and not food. She needs help though here, so we're going to help her with food again. Good girl. As she gets more comfortable doing this, we'll start taking the food away more so that she's doing it more for the leash pressure than food. Break. But again, in the early stages, as much help as possible. Use your body, use your voice, the way you're speaking, use the leash guidance, and then also use food if you need to. So I'm helping her with body, spatial pressure there. She's kind of resisting this leash pressure, so I'm just going to let her get used to it. She's not used to a prong collar. She's not used to pressure, but she needs to learn the pressure so that we can translate it into the e-collar later. So I can't give it to her yet. She hasn't offered it down. You can try to shove it into the chest. You can try to lure it out. Good girl. As soon as elbows down is when the treat is free. Good girl. Again. Start using a little more pressure so she gets used to being able to yield to pressure. Good girl. Pressure goes away as soon as she gets into the down. So now we're going to offer break more and more leash pressure so she gets used to this new concept of guiding her with the leash and pressure on, pressure off. I'm teaching her how to turn this pressure off. Pressure on, she sits, it's off. Pressure on, she sits, it's off. Pressure on. Once she goes down, the pressure will go away. Pressure's off. Good girl. Good. We offer more and more pressure and less food as you really start to figure this out. Less help. Because you don't want to keep her in kindergarten and preschool. You don't want to keep her to where you're always helping her. You want her to start figuring it out on her own. Some pressure down. Good. Now she's taking the pressure. She's paying attention to it. Break. Good girl. That was with no food lure. Just some leash pressure. Pressure down again. Pressure down. Pressure down. Pressure down. Pressure off. And good girl. Cookie. Good girl. Break. Again, I'm going to do this as many times as I need to until she's basically offering the, like, she's stepping on here, she's going into a sit, and she's going into a down. Cookie, good job. Break, good girl. Again. I'm gonna chew that. See if she'll offer us anything. Pressure up for the sit, pressure down for the down. Help her out. Come on, down. Help her out, up. Down. Good girl, good. Mark that. The marker is important. A clicker is really helpful in this situation. Click as soon as those elbows hit, food comes after that. Break. Good girl. These are the first stages in teaching e-collar place, because that's where we'll eventually get to. We start with the leash. Start with leash pressure, and then we transfer it to e-collar pressure. So here we go again. I'm not ready to call it anything yet. Really want to kind of get this down a lot better. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Break. Good girl. It's almost time to call it place. She's not fighting me on there. Just sit down a little. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Break. Notice how I'm talking in high tones to her when she's doing what I need her to do. She can take that high voice, and it's actually helping her succeed here. Some dogs you say that and it sends them into a total state of arousal. Like I said, this is a very sound dog. All the way. Good girl. Good. And the cookie comes. Break. You start trying to do it with your foot. Weed her out. Get that foot back down. Get that paw down. Good girl. Good. I want her to really start figuring this out off leash pressure. Break. Good girl. The break. The release command break is also very important. Put that back down. I'm going to really teach her to yield to the leash pressure. So as soon as these elbows went down, the leash pressure is going to go down. Good girl. I want to keep her in kindergarten with the cookies. I want her to start yielding to the leash pressure. It goes away. Good girl. Good. So the luring part is over. I'm going to ask her now, get down with leash pressure. And over time, I'll take away the leash pressure too, and just it'll be back away straight. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. See if she can really get into this. Get the sit, and then you get the down. Good girl. Get back down. Down. Good. That other good girl made her pop up. So I put that one more neutral. Break. Good girl. Good. Good girl, Roxy. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good girl. So soon she'll try to start figuring out how to avoid that leash pressure, and she'll just down automatically, which is where we want to get her. Good girl. Good girl. So there's a lot less leash pressure there. She started to try to avoid it. She was going to run away. And when she realized she couldn't, she offered the down with very minimal leash pressure. It's exactly what we want her to figure out. Break. Good girl. Good girl. She's loving this. Good girl. Very, very minimal leash pressure there. Good girl. Getting more relaxed now. Her elbows aren't almost popping up. Her rear end isn't almost popping up. She's actually laying on her hip now. Much more relaxed space. She's figuring it out. She's building confidence. That's why training, especially the place command, is such an important thing for a dog because it really brings a lot of confidence into their life, learning new things like this. Break! Good girl! Good girl, Roxy. Okay, again, on the mat. See if she'll offer anything. Soon I'll stop going up too and just go down. Good girl! Good. Now I'm teaching her you don't even need leash pressure if you just offer it. There'll be no pressure. Teaching her how to control that on-off switch of leash pressure on, leash pressure off, which will translate into e-collar on, e-collar off. Break. When she's in position, obviously, there's zero leash pressure. Good girl. Now, as you can see a big difference here, now it's time to start naming it. She's not fighting me on it anymore. She's not hesitating as much anymore. It's like she's getting in position and she's doing it. Now is when I want to introduce the word. Break. The word is the place command, place. So here I'll start introducing the word. We'll do a couple of reps here. This would basically be if you're in the e-collar stage, it'd be the NCS stage. We were just in the CES stage. Now we're graduating to NCS, but that's for the e-collar. And you'll see how that works. You do this all over again after they're fully trained on leash. You do it off leash with e-collar. Place. Good girl. Good, Roxy. Good girl. Break. And now you can see, imagine having a dog not like Roxy, who is scared, nervous, didn't want to do it, didn't work for food. We couldn't even use food to lure. It would be total leash pressure. That's why the pressure, the right tools are so important, because the dog has to learn to yield to the pressure. If they're not going to work for food, or if they're not going to work for good boy or good girl, they need to learn that they have to work for you, or else there'll be pressure, and you need to teach them fairly how to turn the pressure off, or to not feel the pressure at all in the end. Place. Good girl. Good, Roxy. Whoops. Get back down. Good. Good girl. She's really figuring it out now. Good. Break. We'll do about 5 more. Place. Now she's hearing the word and putting 2 and 2 together. Good girl. And we'll be in this stage the longest. Saying the word, her going to it, and then we'll start adding distractions, distance, and duration. I'll be getting further away from her. I'll be asking her to stay here longer, and then I'll bring distractions in the room, and then I'll do all 3 at the same time. And that will really get her into the understanding of, okay, place, I stay here calmly and do nothing and worry about nothing, no matter what's going on. Good girl, she's already getting more relaxed. Good. You can treat that. You can treat that relaxation. It's like, yes, calm and relaxation, that does get you rewards, for sure. We definitely reward dogs for good behavior, and this is good behavior. Break! Good girl! All right, let's do one more nice clean rep. Roxy, place. Good girl! She offered that one pretty much all by herself. I barely bent over, but she was already there before I was up there. Good girl. And that's it for today. Break! Good girl!